I think there are a couple of pieces here. And again, they go back to the same themes that we've talked about in each question. The way to incentivize investment in Southwest Virginia, where these economies are struggling, where people don't have jobs, and where more people are leaving, is one, to improve the tax climate in Virginia and improve the regulatory climate in Virginia. And nowhere does our lack of competitiveness manifest itself more than where you are on the North Carolina border, where they're taking their business tax from 6% to 3% to 0, and guess what? We're still at 6%. So if you have the option of investing in a portion of Southwest Virginia or going right across the line, you're going to go across the line. So number one is we have to be really aggressive and serious about tax reform in the Commonwealth of Virginia that we haven't touched since 1972. And that extends to things like BPOL and machinery and tools and all those things that people talk about but no one will actually address. So that's number one. Number two is the regulatory environment. I've worked on that forever. I was Deputy General Counsel of the Department of Energy under a time when we were doing massive regulatory review. I can tell you that the regulatory environment hurts Southwest Virginia. It hurts agriculture, it hurts business investment, it hurts the opportunity to expand because of the local and state regulations on top of each other. It creates a real disincentive to starting a small business. And that's really what will drive that economy there, and that is incentivizing more people to come and start small businesses in that part of the state. The other piece is the education component, and we have to never forget that one of the things that will be most beneficial to that part of the Commonwealth of Virginia is in investing in access to education. Better education opportunities, better access to career and technical training, and better access to just higher ed in general. And the way the composite index works in the Commonwealth of Virginia, which is the mechanism through which we fund public education, counties that are losing population are being penalized greatly because their funding is plummeting at a disproportionately quicker rate than wealthier counties. So it's actually got the worst sort of reverse incentive and outcome that you could ever imagine, because those counties have fixed education costs. But as more people leave and as those populations drop, they get less and less and less money to pay for, and many times, many of the same education services that they have to deliver. So education is a huge piece of that, because with a well-educated workforce, more people will come. It's also opening up those labor markets and also opening up those agriculture markets. And a lot of that is marketing Virginia, talking about the infrastructure that we have in Southwest Virginia, the transportation networks that we have, are linked to the port. We have all of that. We have a great story to tell, but unless we're willing to get serious about tax reform, regulatory reform, education reform, especially how we fund education, we will not serve those communities well.